Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are back to building. So let's take a look at that. We are using a good chunk of our construction capacity right now, but the investment pool is still draining. Again, our goal in enacting interventionism is to prevent the investment pool from draining so aggressively, and I'm hoping that this helps. So we're expanding our coal mines. We're expanding our food industries. We, at this stage, do not have the ability to get silk, so I think a next item on the agenda is we've got a lot of maize farms, and we want to get them using soil enriching farming. So that's going to cost, it's going to maximum cost of 5 fertilizer per maize farm, so that's going to be 220. So we need to be producing 220 more fertilizer than we currently are, assuming our fertilizer is basically in balance right now. Where's it at? Here we go. Alright, so yeah, we're basically in balance right now, so we need to produce another 220, assuming our fertilizer factories are... Wait a minute. Are we importing a bunch of fertilizer? No, it's other countries in the customs union are producing a bunch of fertilizer. Let me see where they are. Okay, we got one fertilizer plant in Antioquia. None in Cauca. Okay. Venezuela, we have one in Zulia, and one here in Miranda, although that... Oh, no, that one is producing. Alright, perfect. And one in Bolivar. Alright, so we've got 3 different... What has happened to my map? We seem to have locked into standard of living... There we go. Alright, perfect. Whew! Alright, thought that might have been the beginnings of a crash. Pastaza, none in Ecuador. And... then we got... Alright, so we just got 4 other plants. So we're not actually going to need that many, although the plants are fully employed. So we're just going to go ahead and throw 2 more levels of those in Rio de Janeiro. And that is going to get us all the fertilizer we need. That having been said, I think I'm going to pop these in to intersperse. And basically, once we're getting the construction of one of them kind of underway, I'm just going to kind of go ahead and increase the methods on our maize farms and see if we can't find some place to sell the all the extra grain, because it's a lot of grain. We do have the ability to reduce the amount of labor being used in our livestock ranches by adding an iron input. It's only 2. What's the cost of iron right now in our customs union? Iron is still moderately expensive. It's gotta be better, right? No. That can't be right. Well, I guess it is what it is. Do these want to be on sheep ranching? No, they don't. Alright, so there's joint stock companies. That gives us an extra company slot. And... Alright, cool. The rural folk were in the anti-interventionist movement for a second. We did get a stall event, which is unfortunate. We haven't gotten a lot of events for interventionism, but I'm hoping that this situation stays where it is. So let's see. Excellent. Alright. I just got the opportunity to reduce Colombia's autonomy, so now they are a puppet. And that means I'm close to being able to annex them, which will be very good. Venezuela is still loyal, and they're currently a dominion. We've got a truce with them for another 13 months. And then North Peru is fully a puppet. Our last step with them is annexing them. And that could potentially cause a problem for us, so I want to get a little bit more of a gold reserve before we actually get there. Ooh, civil war in France. An aristocratic revolt. No one's interested in having our help with this. Wow, that's an enormous aristocratic revolt. So who's leading the aristocratic revolt? We got General Rodolphe de Morny. It's a military dictatorship. That's rough. Our rank has fallen a little bit. The French Republic declared a rivalry. French Republic, are you sure you want to be rivals with me right when you're... Well, hold on. They do have Russian help, so I'm not super pleased with that overall. I thought our relations were pretty good. Maybe I'll side with the French aristocratic revolt. I don't want to be fighting in a war right now. We'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. It should be fine. Should be quite fine. I don't think Russia can actually get any troops to this front, so I think they're just going to be kind of doing their best. Anyway, I'm hoping the aristocratic revolt wins, because that would... I definitely don't want to be rivals with France. That would be a big headache. Although, if I rival them back... Ooh, we got an advancement. So we're at 37% again. And I'm feeling pretty confident overall. Alright, fertilizer plants are good to go. Let's put these maize farms on soil-enriched farming. That has raised the price of fertilizer significantly, but that should be fine. Let's see where we can sell this grain. We can sell some to France and some to Chile. We do have another company slot. I'm going to keep that open for the moment. I'm going to take some more time to really get into the meat of that a little later, because we just did some last episode with that, and I didn't see any ones that I was like, I definitely want that. Austria has moved ahead of us. Oh no, it's just France split into two, so now we're two, right? No, France is down. France is down there. Well, that's weird. Alright, we're in a campaign again, so we've got the Whistle Stop Tour event. Deodoro de Fonesca intends to travel across Santa Catarina by train to campaign for the Conservative Party. All I intend to do is present myself to the people. I'm just a simple man trying to get our party's message out by the best means available. Campaigning by rail is a smart move, 10% momentum, and minus 50% throughput for the railways there. Or it'd be a shame if the campaign kept suffering train delays, minus 10% momentum and 50% throughput. You know, I'm going to take the throughput penalty to give them reduced momentum, because once again, I want to give my very own Liberal Party as much momentum as I can. The Free Trade Party doesn't really seem able to actually accumulate a sufficiency of votes to do much, so... Oh my goodness, there's a revolt in Canada. I should declare an interest over there. Having a free Canada in my sphere would be useful, I think. So how much of our income is coming from the United States? 28,000. So we're basically right on the cusp of being able to do what we want to do. We're about to finish out quinine, so we're going to have civilizing mission next. Maybe when interventionism is done, we'll switch over to colonizing. Because we currently don't have colonial affairs, but we could potentially have colonial affairs. And that would be nice. So I'd love to get a little bit more bureaucratic capacity so that I can get my... I'd love to have a little bit more bureaucratic capacity so that I can get my home affairs increased. So maybe let's go ahead and build a couple more government sectors in Rio de Janeiro, and maybe one each in Bahia and Minas Gerais. That might be a little too many, but I think it'll be fine. So let's see. Oh. Hey. Prudente de Borreper Rohan has ended. Has ended his time as ruler, and our new ruler is Francisco Xavier de Borreper Rohan. So at this point, we can put the Free Trade Party out and bring the rural folk in. I'm tempted to do that. And there's an election. So we got a free reform. I'm just closing this out to reset this screen. Things are looking good. Liberal Party has way more power, so we could build a one-party government at this point. However, the industrialists are helping with interventionism, so I kind of want to keep them around at the moment. And there's quinine. Perfect. So I think from here, what else do we need in our market? What are we trading for? This export route is not good. Why are we having such a hard time selling sugar? Does everyone in the world have tons of sugar? Oh. French aristocratic revolt market is quite a good market. As is Austria. Alright, perfect. And let's try fruit again. I'm sure we can sell some fruit. We can sell some fruit to Russia. Not enormously productive, but still effective. And coffee, we've been trying to export coffee just as much as we can. It's still kind of a deal. Gosh, we got another stall. This is really taking its sweet time. I thought we were gonna knock this one right out, and it has not come to pass. We are a little short on authority, so let's go ahead and cut one of our consumption taxes. We'll cut the luxury clothes tax. Standard of living is going up as we continue to improve the economy. We're making great strides with that, so I'm anxious to continue to expand that. So let's see, what else do we need? We could use some more iron mines. We use some more. We definitely need another steel mill, and we could definitely use some more luxury clothes, some more furniture manufactories. So let's go ahead and build those. Those are providing a good amount of employment in Sao Paulo, and Pernambuco is another good place to develop, so we'll develop that as well. And then we'll get a steel mill. We'll build another one in Bahia. Oh no, actually, Bahia is pretty low on labor. We'll build another one in Sao Paulo instead. We'll cancel the one in Bahia. Then we'll pull this one up to the top. I'm actually going to put it right at the end of the government admins, because we do want to get those knocked right out. Great Britain started a diplomatic play against Japan. The United States started a diplomatic play against Portugal to conquer Extremadura and Beira. Isn't Extremadura in Portugal? It is. USA, are you bananas? Are you bonkers? And more importantly, what could I get? For war reparations, that would be fun. It's for conquer state. There are some options available to me. But let's dial it back. I got a lot more to do in my own sphere. All right, Great Britain sides with Portugal. Portugal does not have anything they're interested in offering me, which is a shame. Still another 4 months of truces with Venezuela. Ecuador. Another 4 months as well. So, with this being kind of what's going on, I could... See, I don't want... Okay, Russia's feeling cooperative. I'm going to improve relations with them as well. Austria sides with Portugal as well. Okay, so everyone's fighting the United States over here. Prussia's considering doing so. So maybe I'll just wait until this war pops off, and then I'll try to consume North Peru and fully annex them. I would love to annex them. 16% chance. I think maybe I'll just increase the size of my armies just a bit more. Maybe we'll go up to another 1684 army with the 3rd Brazilian army. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And for shrapnel artillery, we need 6. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then for lancers, we'll do 2 in Bajo Paraguay. I know a while ago I said I was going to start pronouncing J's. I should just look up a freaking pronunciation guide, is what I should really be doing here. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, so there's rubber mastication. So, let's take a second. Ooh, filing cabinets. The use of filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. No, the future isn't in flying like a bird, nor in roaring along in a train. No, the future isn't filing. I love bureaucracy, 5% extra bureaucracy. Or store information about our citizens, 4.15k progress on ID documents. Where are we with ID documents before I... Over there, we haven't even started. I'm going to go with the extra innovation on the ID documents, because that's going to be really useful to us. An ultimatum. The industrialists have issued a stern ultimatum to Miguel Barreto about towing the party's line on the proposal for interventionism. Miguel Barreto is determined to resist. The matter wedged the caucus, and it was by their own making. Meanwhile, the issue at hand has given way to this fallout. Sheer stubbornness is what fuels it, with pride wagered in the gamble. Nothing will proceed without a timely resolution on this. Never interrupt an opponent when they make a mistake. 60% chance of stronger industrialists, 40% chance of some radical industrialists, and 10% enactment chance. Or, bottom one, Miguel Barreto gets more popularity and the industrialists get weaker. I'm going to go with the first one. I think we got our enactment chance on that, so that's good. Taming Amazonia. Currently in our possession are vast tracts of pristine, undeveloped Amazonian lands. While some laud its wild beauty, others see naught but an untamed frontier overflowing with rubber, longing for the gentle touch of progress and capital. Take this down. We stand upon the edge of what could be the very lungs of the planet itself. The terrible wonders that might be ours to behold. That might be inside are ours to behold, to conquer, and to subjugate. As darkest Africa has yielded to... sir, I believe I forgot my pen. Could I... perhaps I could dictate when we return to camp? Imbecile! Bah! Use mine. Now, from the top, and do not interrupt. Fortune smiles upon the brave and spits on the coward. So that's the Exploiting the Amazon event. I'll get to that in a minute. The Voice of the Nation. A group of respectable musical composers teaching at the Arts Academy in Ica have approached us. They have drawn attention to the alarming lack of a proper national anthem fit to invigorate our people's spirits. Land of fighting, impossible surrender, always threatening the offender, will punish those Spanish who betrayed with power and reason's aid. Now that's a cool national anthem. 20 prestige for 5 years. Prestige is still a little lacking, but Italy and Prussia have gone way up. I think that's military tech. Advancing for you. We're still in the top 10 from a naval power perspective. So, let's see. They do have a truce with Peru, Bolivia for 34 months. I don't think that's going to impact things. We're at 0 infamy. I'm really hoping Russia doesn't stay on our side. Oh, Austria's wary again. Why would you be wary, Austria? We're being such good friends. I don't want Austria's wary, because that's going to make them likely to go against me. You know I could get Russian help. If I could get Russian help, it would be good to go. Let me see. Let's see if I can get up to the point of being able to annex either of them outright with a decent chance. It's going to be another 4 weeks for both Ecuador and Venezuela. Ecuador is loyal, relations are amicable. Same deal with Ecuador. Ecuador is probably the weaker of the two. Yeah, Ecuador is definitely the weaker of the two. So they're the ones that are most likely to allow us simply to annex them. So let's see how things look from here. Ooh, there's gantry cranes. Excellent. Let me take a quick run at our technology here. We are working on civilizing mission. I think after that it's going to be... We're going to have a long path to working through naval techs. Maybe I should go with ironclad. On the other hand, we've still got a lot of production techs we need to knock out, including dynamite, which is currently spreading to us, thank God. Reinforced concrete would be really nice. Oh, there's so much. Vulcanization would actually be really nice, because that'll let us take advantage of all this rubber we've got. Anglo-Indian peasant revolt, but it seems huge, but it doesn't have any battalions, so that's an interesting situation. Alright, truce is over. Let's see what the annex change is. 3% for Ecuador. Venezuela will accept a reduction in autonomy, so we'll go ahead and do that. That has made them into a puppet as well. So now it'll be another 5 years, and then we can annex Venezuela. Peru, Bolivia, we've got a truce with them for 32 months. North Peru is still the country most likely to accept being annexed. I think once they're annexed, Ecuador will be much more likely. But again, relations with Austria are weakened a little bit because I just did that. But Prussia is also cooperative with us. French Republic is neutral with us. Let me see who I can rival. I need to get a little bit of extra influence here. Oh, you know what? I should see if I can break my defensive pact with Sweden at this point. Not until 1884. Oh, wow. That's a long time. That's a shame. That's a shame, because I would really not want to do that. I really don't want to get caught in a war with a European power here. Let's go ahead and declare an interest in Canada. And see if we can't make friends with the Hudson Bay Company eventually. Hey, Britain. If I helped you, would you bankroll me? You would. Excellent. Never mind. We'll do this first. Interventionism stalled again. Come on. Alright, perfect. So let's go ahead and mobilize the 4th Army, and we'll send them to India. I don't think I need to mobilize the 1st Army. I think the 4th Army will be completely sufficient for this. Because, again, I don't think the enemy's got any battalions. So I'm feeling pretty confident overall in my ability to win this war. Romanian mass immigration from Austria. You know, a lot of Austrians are coming to Brazil. You and I should be better friends. Who are my reasonable rivalry targets? Prussia, Russia, Spain, and France. I think I might... Well, Prussia's really a military powerhouse. As is Russia, though. Tsar Alexander Romanov. All of the European powers are. They're all over 300 battalions. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough to figure out exactly how I want to deal with the international political situation. That's right. Hudson Bay Company is a Canadian dominion. This is going to be really good for us financially. So here's the war popping off. And now we've got our diplomatic pact income from Britain as well. So I think at this point I can feel completely comfortable doing this military expansion without having to worry about anything. Or at least not without having to worry about anything, but without having to worry about the cost. So, let's get these units in place and get started fighting. We are advancing on all fronts except for the very far north, where the enemy has managed to get 2 battalions together. we got armies scrambling all over to very different various fronts, but I think we'll be fine. In fact, as you can see, we've got tons of occupation. I just need a few thousand dead so that I can sit at the table of peace at the peace conference as a man who has fought. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. And we are advancing. Oh, we need another leader here. This guy seems good. And there's some occupation. So we have indeed fought. We have indeed fought. We haven't simply left this entire front to our allies to sort out themselves. And this war should be done pretty fast. Let's go ahead and get our home affairs increasing. Wow, our bureaucratic cost is pretty high. I think I'm going to do one more law enforcement. Ooh, advancement again. It sure would be nice if we could get a success. We've had a bunch of turns of passes of increasing and decreasing, but none, only one flat out success, and none in the current episode. We'll head on over there. All right, perfect. So that is that war ended. It's a nice quick end. Not loving this logo here. You better not be doing a fascism. Oh, look, he took off his uniform. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Alright, so with British money behind us, and the size of our barracks increasing, I'm feeling a little bold. Let's try to get North Peru. We can't... Oh, right, because we're in a war already. That was smart. I'm so smart, y'all. It's been a great run. I'm going to need to maneuver a little bit to make this happen. We are increasing the size of the Third Army. That's going just fine. Maybe I'll just wait until these barracks are built. Then we'll do it. I'm getting kind of cold feet here, friends. I think I've got a lot of both of my attempts to do annexations in the earlier parts of the game have become very, very... I've just gotten very bogged down in medium-sized wars in Europe, and I'm just a little... I don't have a large modern army. All I've got's a small modern army, and it's a good army, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. If I could just get a little bit of success here. She colonized Patagonia. I'm actually sort of shocked they haven't been already. But that's alright. I think once our armies are just a little bit bigger... Oop. I don't want to ban slavery. I want to annex. 16%. Let's see. If we fail at... If we don't do one pass through interventionism, then gambler's fallacy, we should be able to grab North Peru. United States, what? Stalled? Are you freaking serious? United States, why are you mad at me now? Can't improve relations because they're too good. Why are you belligerent with me, USA? I want to... Ugh, this is not great. Oh, because I'm technically jockeying for power with you. Because I'm increasing the size of my my army. Alright, gambler's fallacy. Let's do it. North Peru, please just say yes. Bang. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and put this army in the north, and we're going to pray like heck that nobody wants to fight us. could get Britain on our side. And if someone else decides to go after us, I definitely will. Finances are doing okay. Francis, even for either sides, they're probably not going to. It's only the USA, but I don't think they're going to either. I think we're going to be good to go on this. I'm really, really hoping, friends. We'll go to the end of the diplomatic play, and then we'll fight the war in the next episode. Finances are a little rough, but we'll go ahead and get done with our construction queue, and then we'll be good to go. We'll leave construction B for a bit, just to make this war happen and make sure that we're able to do everything we want to do. Okay, nobody's piling in, so I'm feeling pretty confident. If I can get North Peru, then I'll have a better front on Ecuador, and that'll make that a lot easier. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to achieve the South American hegemony that I've been desiring for such a very long time. Probably mobilized a lot more forces than I needed on this, but I just wanted... I just wanted to be able to do this. I just wanted to be able to... I wanted everyone to know that I was serious. Alright, none of the European powers have intervened. It's in the countdown to war, so no one is going to join. So I think that will be the end of... We'll let the war kick off and go until the end of the year. It'll be 1880, it'll be nice. And then we'll talk about exploiting the Amazon once this war is done. We've got another ultimatum event. We got this event earlier. I'm just going to do the first one again, see if I can get my 10% enactment chance. I could not. It would really, really be nice if one of these rolls would yield a success. I feel like we've had 20 to 30% success chance a bunch here, and it has just not yielded any kind of success. Well, the enemy army is far superior to us in hat technology, that's for sure. But in terms of guns and artillery, we're definitely winning. Even though this is a mountain fight. So I'm feeling pretty oh no, it's an urban fight. It's a street fight. I don't actually know what terrain does in terms of combats, but that is a win. Ecuadorian peasant revolt. That's completely fine. We actually have total capability of winning that battle. And we'll just station the first Brazilian army back in Brazil. Because that was a nice quick war, and it should be over pretty soon. Alright, that is the end of the episode, friends. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun as well, and I will see you all on the other side.